Brother Wang, you've been here for quite a while, so you must be pretty familiar with the local culture, geography, and customs in Indonesia. Could you tell us a bit about them?
As for Indonesia, in terms of population, it ranks 4th in the world. So after India, China, and the United States comes Indonesia. Its population is about 270 to 280 million. We usually say it's less than 300 million. As for ethnicity, more than 80 to 85% of Indonesians are Muslim. They are religious. They go to worship every day, what we call praying to God. Basically, they are supposed to pray 5 times a day.
But
not everyone manages it every time. Sometimes they might miss once or twice, then make it up at other times.
Oh, I thought it was only on Sundays or Saturdays, but they actually do it every day.
Yes, they do it every day. Also, they have their Islamic calendar year, just like our Chinese New Year, and they get holidays for that too.
It's a major festival.
Before their New Year, there's a month called Ramadan, during which they don't eat or drink during the day, and only start eating after sunset. Yes, after the 30 days of Ramadan are over, they start celebrating their New Year, which is Eid al-Fitr. It is like our spring festival, and they might get a week off. But sometimes, just like our spring festival travel rush, people go back to their hometown. That's right.
They go back home.
They also go back home riding motorcycles, taking buses, or long-distance coaches.
It feels like festivals all over the world are pretty much the same.
It's also on a large scale. In Indonesia at that time, everyone had to have a religion, but the choice of religion was up to you.
You could believe in any religion,
but every
person believes something.
Yes, you had faith, a belief. Like I mentioned earlier, Muslims, right? They're the majority. The rest are Christians, Buddhists, and so on. Their religious belief is actually written on their ID card. There's a section for it, your religion. One night, when I had nothing to do, I was strolling downstairs and started chatting with a young guy selling cigarettes at a stand. He knew a bit of English and he asked me, "What religion do you believe in?" I told him, "I don't believe in any religion. I'm an atheist." He said, "Aren't Chinese people Buddhists?" Some of us do believe in Buddhism. And there are Christians among us too. There are also Muslims, but I don't believe in any religion. And he was surprised, shocked.
He couldn't believe that someone wouldn't have a religion.
Exactly. So he took out his ID card and showed it to me saying, "We all have to have a religion."
China?
Chinese people can choose not to have a religion. He said, "If you don't have a religion, who will you talk to after you die?" That question, I was stunned for a few seconds. Then I thought, oh, for them, faith must be ingrained to the bone. He said they believe in Islam, in Allah, and after ascending to heaven, they will be with Allah and converse with Him. So from what I learned in Indonesia, the local Indonesians, their faith is serious and it's passed down through generations. It's hereditary, truly ingrained to the bone. As for Indonesia, it's an island nation with over 17,000 islands, though some of them are uninhabited. The country has 5 major islands. Right now, the capital Jakarta is on Java Island. The others are Kalimantan, Sumatra, Sulawesi, and Papua. Some of the islands are a bit larger and have richer tourism resources. For most Chinese people, when they think of Indonesia, they know Bali, which is a very famous tourist destination.
A lot of couples go there to take wedding photos or even get married.
Indonesia has many islands that are even better than Bali.
Yeah.
It's just that when Chinese people travel, they're often in a rush and might not know much about it, so Indonesia's tourism resources are actually quite abundant. After spending a long time in Indonesia, I developed an interest in diving. The tourism resources are really rich, and actually the costs are very low. On weekends or holidays, diving is also a niche activity, but it's quite interesting and a good way to exercise as well.
Just now I heard you mention, for example, the customs here. Many people are religious and a lot of them are Muslims who pray every day. For instance, if they have to pray every day, can they still do it during work? Like if you're at work, do you stop working and go out to pray? This is also an issue for Chinese companies when it comes to hiring. How is this issue handled?
It's not an issue for Chinese companies. For all companies, as long as there are office workers, as long as it's a company, factory, or even a government agency, they'll all be affected. But this is a part of the culture. So people are used to it and don't find it strange at all. It's just a normal thing. For the locals, it's completely normal. But when we Chinese come over, sometimes we're not used to it. But after staying for a while, you get used to it. For example, during work, even when it's time to get off work, you might still need to spend 10 or 20 minutes to go and pay respect. Then they come back and continue working. So overall, in terms of work efficiency, it's definitely not as high as ours in China.
So where do they go to pay respects?
It's like this. Generally, factories of a certain size will build a place for them to worship.
Ah, so it's a place specifically for worship, a designated area for that.
They call it pray. Have you noticed that when you get off the plane at the airport, besides the men's and women's restrooms, there's also a special place just for praying, a free prayer room?
Is it a truly fixed location, or how exactly does it work?
There will always be one nearby. Also, when you're on a plane and look down at the cities or villages below, you can see those churches with green roofs everywhere. Hey, the shape kind of looks like an onion.
Yeah, the domed kind?
Right, you can see a lot of those round ones.
Oh,
Whether in the countryside or the city, they're easy to spot. Did you notice that when you stayed at a hotel in Yada, you could hear it as early as 4 in the morning? You'd hear the sound of chanting and loudspeakers.
yeah.
The whole city is filled with that sound,
It's like chanting Buddhist scriptures.
right?
But I can't understand those scriptures. I can tell they're not Buddhist scriptures, but they're similar.
Yeah, it happens every day. It's just a part of their daily life.
I was confused at first. I thought it was the neighbor listening to the radio. I was really puzzled.
Also, because of this, their efficiency is a bit lower. Indonesians are generally content with what they have, finding happiness in it. Their incomes aren't high. Ordinary people don't really save. They basically spend what they earn. Unlike us Chinese, who think about buying a house, saving for retirement, their concepts are pretty vague. They just spend as they earn. So, for Chinese running businesses here, you might encounter situations. For example, opening a restaurant. Many Chinese restaurants are here. Owners find it troublesome because after paying local employees, it's hard to find them next day. They've all gone to spend their money.
So, Brother Wang, you've been here for such a long time now. You must really know Indonesia well.
Not really, but I do know a bit about it.
And what plans or new goals do you have for the future?
You're asking about me personally. Well, after so many years, I've gotten used to life in Indonesia. I also like Indonesia, but of course, I'll eventually have to return to China. For now, I still have some things to take care of here, so I just go about things step by step. Over the years, I've also been influenced by the local atmosphere, and I've made a lot of adjustments to my mindset to adapt. I try to work happily and not put too much pressure on myself. At this age, it's important to just run the business well, take care of my health and daily life, and keep everything in order.
Everything is on track now. Just keep it going as it is.
Yes, that's about right.
So now it's just time to enjoy life.
Oh, not quite yet. I still need to work hard and stay diligent. I wouldn't say I'm striving anymore, but I do need to maintain things.
Lastly, do you have anything else you would like to say, or perhaps any valuable advice for Chinese companies or individuals who are looking to enter the Indonesian market?
Some Chinese people, whether individuals or companies, when they go abroad, the first thing to pay attention to is to comply with Indonesia's laws, policies, and regulations. You'll hear all kinds of opinions, including about entering Indonesia, getting your visa, and so on. You'll encounter all sorts of situations. Yes, you must go through the proper procedures and not try to take shortcuts. For example, if you come here to work, there is a type of visa called a work visa, which does have certain costs. But there is also something called a tourist visa, or a visa on arrival, which costs much less. Some people, after arriving, want to use a tourist visa to work in order to lower costs and save money, and then go to work. This kind of thing can easily lead to problems. On this point, I suggest, or rather I urge, Chinese people coming to Indonesia not to do this. You must comply with the rules, be legal, and cooperate properly. If something like this is discovered or investigated, you could suffer significant losses, and it may not be worth the risk at all. That's one aspect. Also, Indonesia's laws are actually quite strict. So after you arrive, you need to be very careful in choosing companies to work with and make sure you understand and are familiar with their laws and regulations. Especially if you're running a large factory, it's best for your legal department to stay on top of things. This way, you can avoid taking unnecessary detours. For those who are entrepreneurs, you must do thorough research and investigation beforehand. Don't just come over on a whim. I've seen many people around me make that mistake. Some people come from wealthy families and have strong financial backing, but after arriving, they start investing without doing more detailed research. 9 times out of 10, they end up losing money. After all, this is a foreign country, so you can't just use a Chinese mindset to look at Indonesia. You need to adapt quickly, get to know the place, and tailor your approach to the local market to avoid pitfalls. Every country has its share of scams, so you must be especially cautious and pay attention to this.
You shouldn't harbor ill intentions, but always be on guard.
I especially want to remind those who come here, to my fellow Chinese, when it comes to currency exchange, whether it's converting RMB to Indonesian rupiah or vice versa, you must be extremely cautious and use official channels. Especially in recent years, private currency exchanges or transactions introduced by acquaintances almost always end in disaster. Out of 10 cases, 9.5 will have problems. This is something you really need to pay attention to.
Thank you, Brother Wang, for sharing with us today. Thank you.
Thank you for the interview. You're welcome to Indonesia to invest if you have the chance. Many fellow Chinese are here, and everyone communicates and interacts a lot.